Be up, guys. Apologies for the major delay. I know it was supposed to be a lot earlier than this, the stream. Obviously, other things happened. I know I kept promising I was going to be here and do all this on time this season. Hopefully, this is just the first. It won't happen again. It'll be the only time that I do this, and I'm here on time the rest of the time to do these streams. So major apology, but it's been amazing start for the bees. What a weekend for the bees, eh? Incredible, absolutely buzzing, amazing. We smashed Tottenham 3-0. Could have been more. And, well, it should have been with 4-0. It should have been 4. Well, obviously, Thiago missing that penalty, hitting the post there. That was, well, not good. And I will be talking, actually, a bit about him in this stream as well. Some more transfer news regarding him. As well as a few other things, but obviously mainly the preview. Reaction, I should say. It's a reaction, not a fucking preview. But I'll be doing actually, speaking of previews, I will be doing one for the Birmingham City game, which would be Carabao Cup, of course. That'll be tomorrow. The game is Tuesday, of course. So I'll be doing the preview for that one tomorrow. And I believe we've got a new star, actually, a new superstar at the Bees, and that amazing player, and I knew he would be. I'm surprised he's integrated so quickly and got into it. Hit the ground running, basically, for us. And we all know that's Mamadou Sangare. It was amazing, absolutely awesome, and got man of the match, of course. So I've also got a little bit of a song. I mean, there is a song they do about him, and that's, but I don't think that's, well, don't really know the lyrics as much to it. And that one's called I Want to Dance with Sangare. Of course, obviously, the Whitney Houston one, Want to Dance with Somebody. Of course, it's Dance with Sangare, but that sounds a little bit dodgy to me. Especially if you're a bloke singing it, like me or other bloke singing that at the ground, watching him. I Want to Dance with Sangare. I don't think that'd be too good. So I have got another one. I've sort of not quite finished as such yet. I've got some of the lyrics. It's to the chorus of Agadoo, that famous classic from years ago, early 80s, wherever it was. Agadoo by Black Lace. I've got some of the song. I'm gonna sing some of it now. There will be more to come. Obviously, it's not quite finished, but I'm going to debut it a little bit here. So here goes. And I apologise, my voice isn't great at singing. I'm not a great singer, but obviously we'll see how it goes. And obviously I'll get a few more words for it, lyrics for it. So that's what I'll try and do. But anyway, here goes. It's to some of the chorus for Agadoo, and it's called. And here it goes. It's Mama do. I'm so happy he's a bee. Mama do. He could get us to Wembley. Mama do. I'm so happy he's a bee. Mama do. He could get us to Wembley. How's that, guys? I could do get a few more lyrics for that, but we'll see. If you want to leave comments about it, I'll probably sing it again a bit later in the stream, but we'll see. Yeah, I'll try and add a few more lyrics to it, maybe. But I think that's better than that other one, that other song. And I've got a comment here. Be up to you, Kev. Hope you're good, buddy. Hope you're well. Unfortunately, you lost to it. Unlucky to you lot, losing 2-1. I think it's fairly near the end where you lost in, injury time or something. No, you lost to Ipswich 2-1. Could you do a Leicester 2016 on it, mate, and win the Premiership? Well, in all seriousness, I have a good feeling you will have a cracking season. Well, thanks, mate. Thanks, buddy. Hope you're good. As I say, you were unlucky yourselves, losing 2-1. So, but it's an amazing start for us. I know Spurs weren't exactly at it either. I don't think they were amazing, but you have to beat what's in front of you. And I thought we were awesome, absolutely amazing in this game. So I'm really, really happy. Fantastic start. It is one game. It was at the Gtech, of course, but I thought we were incredible. I thought Sangare was amazing. A lot of the other players, although some I still feel they do a little bit too much on the ball. I want to see them get rid of it a bit quicker. And I don't think sometimes we're as great at the back passing it around. I don't think we're as good at that as some other teams maybe. But it was a fantastic start. And we have got Leeds away next in the Premier, which will be tougher. They won 1-0, of course. So that won't be easy. Then I push over, of course, at Ellen Road. So very tough, but of course we've also got to think about the Birmingham game as well. That's in the Carabao Cup on Tuesday. So whether we put a totally different team out for that game, I don't know. Maybe because you obviously want to rest these players that have already played in the first game and getting ready again for next Saturday. Maybe some will play on Tuesday. We'll see. Who knows? I don't know what Keith is going to do. I hope he doesn't make it totally weak, the team, because I still think, we've got to get through that. We've still got to, progress in the Carabao Cup as well. And, I don't think Birmingham are pushovers either, so that ain't going to be as easy as we think. So I hope he puts a fairly strongish team out. I hope he does, but we'll see. You never know. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. I'm just seeing if because I did put a load of links out for this stream. I know I'm very late getting on, but I just want to see if they got it. Be up to you, Danny. Hope you're good, my friend. Be up to you, buddy. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks for coming in once again to the live chat. Fantastic game for the Bees. Magnificent start. 3-0. Beating Spursy. What more could we want? Fantastic. Probably more goals, possibly. Would have liked more goals. We could have had it. We could have that penalty should have been scored. And I think we would have had at least one or two more. So could have been at least 5-6 maybe. But still, it's a win. A win's a win. And 3-0. Fantastic start. So, it's better than our start last season, losing to Forest, of course, 3-1. So this is much better. Very happy with this. Very good performance. A lot of good play, good passing, good moves. Still a little bit dodgy sometimes at the back, I think. We're still a little bit weak there at times. So I don't know. Maybe we may have to sort that a bit. I'm not sure there because it's. I know we're still getting one or two more in, maybe 3 players in, possibly. But maybe we should sort that out a bit more at the back. I still think we might need one more striker as well, especially if Thiago does go. If there's talk of that happening, if he goes, I can't see it, but you never know. You just never know. So. So we'll see. I'm just doing something, sending a message somewhere, guys. Won't be long. Be back in a minute. Yeah, guys, sorry about that. Sorry about it, guys. Anyway, let's get on with this and talk about this. Yeah, I'll do the other news about Igor Thiago a bit later. I just want to obviously talk about the preview first, really. Let's get into this. Right, let's get this up. Right. I keep saying preview. It's a reaction, guys. Sorry about that. It's a reaction, of course, not a preview. The reaction. Of course, Brentford 3, Spurs 0. Incredible victory at the Gtech. Amazing. I wish I'd been there for it, actually, to be honest. I really wish I could have got a ticket for it. I got a ticket for the Sunderland game, Bees and Sunderland. So I'm definitely going to that one, guys. So, yeah, looking forward to that one. But let's get into this. The preview. Here we go again. Reaction, guys. Sorry, I'm not with it at the moment. Reaction. So yes, what an amazing start for the Bees. Lewis Potter in the 12th minute, of course. Yan out in the 33rd and Coyote in the 49th. So here we go. It's the match report. Brentford 3, Spurs 0. Lewis Potter, Yan out and Coyote fire Bees to opening day win. Brentford made the perfect start to the 26-27 Premier League season with an impressive 3-0 victory over Tottenham Hotspur at Gtech Community Stadium. King Lewis Potter and Vitali Yanout gave the Bees a commanding half-time lead before Michael Coyote added a third shortly after the restart. Igor Thiago also struck the post from the penalty spot as Keith Andrews' side began the campaign in style. The Bees opted for the same 11 that lined up against Frankfurt the previous weekend, with midfielder Sangare making his Premier League debut. Brentford started brightly in the West London sunshine. Matthias Jensen's in-swinging free kick, won by Kevin Schade, was flicked over the crossbar by Andy Robertson before Lewis Potter's fierce volley from the resulting corner was blocked by Sandro Tonali. Jensen then robbed Lewis Bergvall, exchanged passes with Yanal and crossed for Nathan Collins, who headed wide from inside the 6-yard box. Brentford's first goal of the Premier League season arrived after 12 minutes at the end of a move of real quality. Having taken up an advanced position, Sangare collected the ball from Collins, played a 1-2 with Dando Ouattara and pulled it back for the arriving Lewis Potter, who swept a first-time finish beyond Antonin Kinski. Andrew's side immediately went in search of a second. Lewis Potter's long ball was helped on by Collins and then Aya, allowing Thiago to head against the crossbar at the far post, although the assistance flag was raised for an earlier offside. It was one-way traffic at the Gtech. Jensen delivered a free kick from a central position, which Coyote glanced over the crossbar. Thiago then peeled out to the left and delivered a low cross towards Ouattara. But the winger's heavy touch allowed Kinski to race off his line and intervene. Yeah, he should have just hit that straight away, Ouattara. Should have just hit that on the full straight away. Didn't try it. Shouldn't have took a touch. Just hit the ball straight away. Brentford doubled their lead on 33 minutes. Richardson failed to hold up the ball, allowing the Bees to seize possession inside the Spurs half. Jensen was given time and space to wind up the shot from distance, and when Kinski could only parry his effort, Yanat tapped home the rebound. As half-time approached, Ouattara fired over from 25 yards and then delivered a cross from the left, which Coyote headed wide. It took Brentford less than 5 minutes to extend their advantage after the break, with a set-piece routine perfected on the training pitches at Jersey Road. Yannout's deep corner was met by Collins, who headed the ball into the path of Sangare. Kinski got down well to keep out the midfielder's fierce strike, but Coyote, on his 50th Premier League appearance, was on hand to convert the rebound. Then came Spurs' best opportunity of the afternoon. Mathis Tell released Robertson down the left, and the fullback picked out Mikey Moore at the back post, but the youngster was denied from close range by Kelleher. The Bees had a golden chance to extend their advantage on 55 minutes. Yannout's shot was blocked before Sharda was pulled down by Rodrigo Bentancur, I should say, prompting the referee to point to the penalty spot. Thiago sent Kinski the wrong way, but his spot kick rebounded off the base of the post. At the other end, Moore was again denied by Kelleher. Mateus Fernandes swept the ball out to the right, and the forward's first touch took him inside towards goal. But his stinging effort was well saved by the Brentford keeper. Brentford then beautifully worked the ball down the right before James Anthony's low cross was poked wide by Thiago. Iyer nearly got in on the act when he met Damsgaard's corner, but his near-post flick was too close to Kinski, who made a smart stop. In the final action of the game, Callum Wilson's shot deflected off Jan Paul van Hecker and behind, with Sharda heading over from Yannout's resulting corner. The result extended Brentford's unbeaten run in their opening home league fixture of the season to 7 matches, 1-6 drawn 1, stretching back to 2019. Brentford 4-3-3, Kelleher in goal. Coyote, Hickey came on for him in the 76. Iyer, Collins, Lewis Potter, Yannout, Sangare, Damsgaard came on for him in the 76. Jensen, Yarmuliak came on for him in the 66. Watara, Anthony came on for him in the 66. Thiago, Wilson came on for him in the 83rd, and Sharda. Subs not used: Valdemarson, Pinnock, Schuster, and Henry. The Spurs team: Tottenham Hotspur 4-3-3. Kinski, Gray, Udogi came on for him in the 86. Van Hecker, Senesi, Robertson, Bergvall, Bentancur came on for him at half time. Tonali, Gallagher, Fernandes came on for him at half time. Moore, Madison came on for him in the 67th. Richardson, Solanke came on for him in the 67th, and Tell. Subs: Dubravka, Danzo, Davis, Williams, Barnett. Attendance 17,180. Great attendance there. Brilliant for the start of the new football season. Andrews on Spurs' success. Head coach Keith Andrews shared his thoughts after Brentford began the Premier League season with a 3-0 win against Tottenham. I'm really pleased. There was a lot to like about how the lads performed, said Andrews. I really like where we are at as a team, but nobody's going to get carried away. That's true. We can't yet. We should enjoy games like this and days like this as they are hard-earned. Yannout, we were front-footed from the start. Reflecting on Brentford's commanding performance, goalscorer Vitaly Yannout said the Bees' aggressive approach and positional flexibility were key to the victory. Straight from the off, we were very front-footed, he explained. We tried to make it very difficult for them, and I think it went very well. We punished them. We're all in sync, and we all know what to do. Everyone can end up in different positions. Sometimes I was pressing high, and Maffei, Jensen was dropping behind me. We adapted very well to different situations and worked very well together. Totally agree with that. Brilliant. Not mostly all great performances. No real weak links at all. No, nobody was really poor as such. So let's get to let's get to the line. I'm going to do obviously the player ratings, and interestingly, we also had 26 shots, the most of any Premier League team this weekend. So that was incredible. 26 shots, and probably I think that was more than we had last season at all. So far as well, incredible. So right, let's get to as I say, the player ratings, and actually let's do this. Get to this, and obviously Queen Kelleher, who had a great game. I thought he was amazing, superb. The shots he did have to say, which weren't many. I mean, we kept Spurs at arm's length pretty much. I mean, there was chances. They did have some great crosses at times across sort of 12-yard, 6-yard box. And Mikey Moore did have all their chances, I would have said, pretty much Mikey Moore. And all the shots he had were pretty well saved, although some were a bit close to him, to Kelleher. And there was one really great save where he did thump it, he did smash it really more. And I think he got a strong right hand to it. Kept it out. Went out for a corner. But I thought he was superb when he was called into action. He was amazing. Cool at the back, comfortable at the back with the ball, kicking it, short and long. Incredible performance. And a clean sheet, of course. So I will give him a 9. I've got to give him a 9. He's not man of the match, but he's getting a 9 because it was pretty much, perfect. I mean, he didn't have loads to do, but the times the shots he had to save are, and definitely one was an incredible save, I thought. I'm giving him a 9. As I say, not many of these will get really low marks. They're not getting really low marks here. It's going to be pretty big scores here, pretty big ratings, most of these. So let's go to the defenders now. To the defence. And start with Michael Chiodi. I thought was superb, absolutely awesome again, brilliant. At the back, long throw. Now, I think there's only 2 or 3 times he'd done the long throw. He had the long throw, but that was incredible again, as usual. Up and down the pitch really well. Pretty much defended well against their sort of attackers down that side, the right-hand side. So I thought he was fairly secure. Did score as well, of course. We all know he's got a goal as well, got another goal. So I thought he was superb, really immense. Unfortunately, still not man of the match. I'm going to give him a 9 as well. I thought he was amazing. In fact, absolutely impressive, to be honest. Superb. A 9. Right, let's go to Yeah, I thought he was superb. Nathan Collins, who I thought was also awesome, strong at the back, no bozo moments, no mistakes. This time from him, he was superb, really commanding, and for me, I'm also giving him a 9. Yes, a 9 for him as well. Yeah, didn't do anything wrong really. There's no mistakes from him this time. Right. So yes, another 9. I don't think he was quite as secure as Collins, but he was still great. I think he was still great, mostly what he was doing. So I'll give him an 8, but not quite a 9 for me with him. But 8, I still thought he was pretty good. Didn't have too much to deal with and worry about, but not quite as secure, I don't think, as maybe as Collins was. And we know, obviously, who else was at the back was King Lewis Potter. I'm still not sure he's a left back, but we had him there. Hold on. Is he actually in the... I don't know if he's classed as... He might be classed as midfield. But I know he was left back again. Yeah, he's midfield. So, yeah, Lewis Potter. I'm sure he was classed as probably, I think, maybe left wing back. I'm still not sure. I don't think he is really a left back. And I think we do have to find a proper left back. Rico Henry is class, as we know, but will get injured. He's his issue. Mostly Lewis Potter was good in time, but also times where he was beaten and lost his player. Sometimes at Mikey Moore, especially on that left-hand side. So, unfortunately, I can't give him full marks. I know he scored as well. Good finish. On the great move. Brilliant cross by Sangare. Along the ground, cut back and well finished. So, but unfortunately, at times he did go missing slightly at the back there and let him have chances that obviously Mikey Moore and so forth. But not too many. But I still don't think he's good enough to be at the back. I still give him an 8. If we get up against really, really good teams that are really roasting us a bit, really doing well there, I think he will have trouble. So we have got to find a proper left back. I don't know when we're going to do that. Hopefully before the window shuts. Hopefully, fingers crossed we do. But I think, just an 8, I'm afraid, for Keen Lewis Potter, KRP. But he got a goal and he deserved that. He was great going forward as usual. Most of the time crossing or good balls passing, pretty much. So for me, yeah, he was really good. So I will give him an 8 and scored. So let's go to... let's actually, go to the subs that were used as well. It was... Icky came on for Coyote. I actually thought, saying that, I mean, I was saying that, none of these were really bad and really performed well. But I actually thought Hickey wasn't great coming on. I thought he looked a bit shaky. Some of his touches weren't great either. I thought he looked a bit poor coming on. I don't think he was you should read into how the team's been doing and carry on the way we were doing, the way we were going with Coyote. But I thought he looked a bit dodgy when he came on and give it away a little bit, and we could have been in trouble at the back. So I'm only going to give him at least 4. Mate, no, I'll give him a 5. I won't be too bad on it, harsh on him, but 5. And he's a Scottish international. He's a good player. He can be a great player, but coming on here, I don't think he was that great. Be up to you, Steph. Hope you well, my friend, as usual. Thanks for coming in the live chat. Bees buzzing. We certainly are. We certainly are, my friend. Sangare and Hackney, Everton, both players I wanted at United proved themselves yesterday. Yes, well, I'm sorry, Steph, you didn't get them. So, we got a great player in Sangare. I think Everton have got a really great player with Hackney as well. So, we both profited from this, really. Be up, Steve. Yeah, be up to you, my friend, as usual. Always welcome. Fortress Gtech again, buddy. That's the key to good campaign home form. Exactly. Hope we can do as well away. We've got to improve on that, I suppose, from last season at times. Leeds away next, so that won't be easy. Obviously, we got Birmingham away in the Carabao Cup as well, so could be tough. Maybe I think we should get through it, but you never know. You never know there. So Hickey only gets a 5 for me. A bit one of the ones that gets a low mark, unfortunately, and probably the only one that gets a low mark. So let's get into the midfield. As I say, I thought Jensen was great, actually really great. I think he was superb. A lot of great passing. I thought he had a really good game. Not quite, mate. Yeah, I'm gonna give him an 8. Not quite a 9. Well, yeah, I'll give him an 8. Won't be quite a 9, but I thought he was superb. No easy games in the Premier League. You're right there, Steph. Totally, no easy games. Yeah, so no, actually, you know what? I will give him a 9. I'm going to give Jensen a 9. I thought he was really great again. Actually, I was surprised he got taken off, but still, I thought he was really great. So a 9 for him. And should I? Yeah. Let's do Sangare now. I thought he was amazing, absolutely awesome, this young man. A fantastic player, absolutely superb. If he carries on like this, he's hit the ground running here. If he carries on like this the whole season, well, we got a hell of a player on our hands here, you know. And he got man of the match as well, of course. So, and he's my man of the match for this. He was everywhere on the pitch, absolutely everywhere. Shame about Thiago penalty miss yesterday. It was definitely a shame, really. But still, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we won 3-0, got the 3 points. That's all that matters. Yes, I thought he was superb. Absolutely awesome, this young man. And if he carries this on, well, he's a real sort of hero, a legend already here. And as I say, I'm going to do my song again, Steph. I've got a little bit of a song for him. I've done like from the chorus of Agadoo. You'll probably remember that song, Black Lace, Agadoo. Early 80s or whatever, I think it was. And it's sort of like from the chorus of that. And I'll sing it to you again. Here it goes. Mama do, I'm so happy he's a bee. Mama do, he could get us to Wembley. Mama do, I'm so happy he's a B. Do. He could get us to Wembley. How about that? I hope you didn't hate my singing too much, but I thought I'd debut that. I might add a few more lyrics to it, but that's sort of, what I could sort of think of really so far. And I might work on it a bit more. But let me know what you thought of that, Steph, if you heard that, what I just sung. I just sang there. Let me know. But yeah, so this guy, I'm going to give him. I know he did actually also get caught sometimes. He did maybe do a little bit too much on the ball on the odd occasion. That's the only thing I was almost going to give him a 10, but I'm giving him a 9. But he is my man of the match. He was absolutely amazing, absolutely superb. Everywhere he was on the pitch, doing everything, clearing, tackling, shooting, heading, whatever. Absolutely superb. And as I say, a 9 and man of the match. Apologies, guys. I went off there a bit. Apologies for that. Got to try and bring this back up again now. Know what happened there. Right, let's get this back on. Apologies, guys. I know what happened there. I went out for a bit. But anyway, yeah, so as I say, man of the match. So let's go to Yannick. Let's get to Vitaly Yannick, who I thought was actually great as well. Really great game from him. Superb. Paul scored a goal as well. Didn't do a lot wrong either. He also gets a 9. Vitaly Yannick. Yeah, he's also getting a 9. Yeah, superb, absolutely amazing. Didn't do a lot wrong, as I just said, and was great in tackling, getting back. Was there in the right place to put it in. Yeah, 9 from me, for him as well. Superb. And let's go to the substitutes. Jan Williot came on, I think, for Jensen. And actually, he was great when he came on as well. He was superb. He was really great. Didn't do anything wrong. He was getting up and down the pitch well, getting the ball, doing good passing, neat passing, tackling. So I know he was a sub, but I'm going to give him an 8 coming on there. Yeah, he gets an 8 as a sub. But I thought he was superb. And also Mikael Damsgaard. And he was great when he came on as well. Looked superb. He's passing as usual. They slotted straight in and, played just as well as all the other players that were on from the start. Slotted straight in and played superbly. So I thought he did as well. I'm giving him an 8 as well. So superb. Absolutely awesome. And I think that was it for the subs for midfield. Let's go to the strikers. Kevin Sharder, I thought it was actually really good. I mean, most of the time, he was, superb heading the ball, looked full of energy. I think the only thing with him, he'd still give it away a bit at times. Sometimes his passing wasn't superb, wasn't that great, and he did give it away slightly. But also when he was doing it really well with heading on, getting up to head, he won pretty much everything against their, I think it was their right back. Maybe whether it's Van Hecker or whoever was at right back there. I think he always seems to win the ball really well. So I thought he was really good. Just that sometimes the final ball, the passing, not always there. But he looked dangerous still, and I'm going to give him an 8 as well. So an 8 for Sharder as well. Let's go to Dango Watara. I thought at times was dangerous, but very quick, but also lacked control at times and lacked a final ball. That time when I think it was Thiago, put it across into the penalty area for him, into the area, and he took a touch instead of just shooting. Because what you do there, you just shoot. You don't take a touch. It was a heavy touch, and was easily taken away from him by the goalie and all that. So it was a shame because I thought he was good at times. I'm going to give him a 7. I don't think he was our best attacker out of them. So yes, a 7 for Watara. Slightly disappointing, but I know there's better from him. I know he can produce better than that. So I'll give him a little bit of a pass at the moment. And the big man, the man himself, Igor Thiago. Well, he does stuff on the ball, no doubt. Some really good touches, great crosses or passes at times. Was really good at times. I just wasn't sure about him in front of goal. He didn't look as sharp. Some things I thought he could have done better. And that penalty, of course, he missed that hit the post. So that's we'll mark him down, I'm afraid. I'm giving him an 8. I thought about a 9, but I just don't think he quite got that. There's just some things here that weren't quite, how he normally is. Like last season, was superb, and summer pre-season when he scored as well, he looked really sharp there. But in this game, for some reason, he didn't look quite at it in front of goal. Didn't look at it at all. So for that reason, I'm giving him an 8. Still a good mark, of course. 8 is a good mark, really. But I know there's more to come from him if he stays. That's a big if now. Because I've got a little bit of news regarding that. So we're going to see if he does stay or not. Well, I think if he does, I feel he will get goals again. I know he will. This is a slight blip from him. I know he can score a few for us, and as he did last season, 25 altogether. So he's always going to score goals, really. But that is if he stays. Because we know there's been a bid for him. So we the club, our club, has been keep saying he's not going anywhere. He's not moving. He's not leaving. He's not leaving the Bees. So it's going to test our resolve. Can we keep it? Can we keep hold of him? But I will go into that in a little while. That sort of news. But yeah, he just gets an 8 for me. Unfortunately, if he'd scored that penalty, if he'd done some other better things, maybe he would have at least got a 9, or we had pretty much a 9. But yeah, it's still an 8, still not bad. And the subs, well, Callum Wilson, I thought was really good coming on. Actually, he came on for Thiago. Callum Wilson. And looked quite sharp. He looked really sharp. I mean, yeah, he's 35 or something now, 36 maybe. Or I might be, yeah, I think he's around 34, 35, I think, something like that. He's sort of, getting towards that later end of his career. But I thought he was really good when he came on. I thought he looked probably bit sharper than probably Thiago, if anything. And done some really good stuff. And he looked threatening going towards goal as well. So I'm going to give him an 8 as well. I thought he was really good. Yeah, I thought he was very good as well. So an 8 for Callum Wilson. Who else came on? We know, yes, Jaden Anthony. Get to him. There we go, Jaden Anthony. I thought was actually bring up play, good balls in. I thought he was great as well. I really do. I'm going to give him an 8 as well. Jaden Anthony, I thought he was really superb when he came on. Absolutely brilliant when he came on. So sometimes maybe the final ball wasn't there, but there was also some fantastic crosses and passes as well, link-up play, as I say. He looks a real great addition, I think, to us. Him and Callum Wilson both look really good. We'll definitely add a lot more to that attack this season. So, yeah, an 8. Let's get now to that's the player ratings. Really, really good. So let's go to some slightly sad news, of course, that happened regarding our club. The passing away, the sad passing of Bobby Ross. Former captain Bobby Ross passes away at the age of 84. Ross made 323 appearances and scored 56 goals during 6 years with Brentford, and was inducted into the Bees Hall of Fame in December 2013. Sorry, I've just got to plug this laptop in, guys. I'm afraid this laptop's going to die otherwise if I don't do this. So I've just got to plug this in. Hold on a minute, guys. Won't be long. There we go. That's plugged in. That's better. Right. Yeah, so let's get into talking. I'm going to talk about this man, great player, legend of the club. Born in 1942, of course, to 2026. Was absolutely incredible. All at Brentford are deeply saddened by the passing of our former captain, Bobby Ross, aged 84. Ross began his career in his home city of Edinburgh, spending 3 years with Hearts before joining Shrewsbury Town in 1963. He arrived at Brentford in June 1966 and quickly established himself as a first-team regular at Griffin Park. Ross made 53 appearances and scored 9 league goals during the 1966-67 season, helping the Bees win the London Challenge Cup. A pillar of consistency, Ross played 178 consecutive league and cup games between October 1968 and March 1972, and was twice named Supporters Player of the Year during his remarkable run in the side. The highlights of Ross's career, Brentford career, came towards the end of the 1971-72 season, when he coolly converted a late penalty against Exeter City to secure a 1-0 victory and seal promotion to the third division. My best moment would be taking the penalty that got us promoted in 1972. Ross recalled in an interview with the club. There were around 15,000 people there and I was the captain. The fans that season had been brilliant. There were lots of people attending away games because we were doing really well. When the referee blew the final whistle, they all stormed onto the pitch. Ross departed Brentford in October 1972, having made 323 appearances and scored 56 goals during the six years with the Bees, much of which he spent as club captain. After leaving Griffin Park, Ross won promotion from the 4th Division again with Cambridge United the following year. He later served as both player and manager of Hayes between 1974 and 1978. He was spending more than 2 decades working within Queen's Park Rangers Academy setup. His achievements with the Bees were recognised in December 2013 when he was inducted into the club's Hall of Fame. The thoughts of everyone at Brentford are with Bobby's family and friends at this incredibly sad time. I echo those, totally echo that. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family and friends and relatives, of course. Very sad. Brilliant. Obviously, it's way before my time. He was there, but great to remember such a great player, such a legend of the club. And you'll be RIP Bobby Ross. You're much missed, my friend. And thank you for your service to the Bees. And you'll always be missed and always thought of at the club. So let's move on anyway. And here's this news that possibly Igor Thiago could be on the move. We don't know for sure. There's been a bid from Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest submit £70 million bid for Igor Thiago. So here it is. Forest Transfer Hub. Transfer rumour. Nottingham Forest have submitted a £70 million bid for Igor Thiago. The forward is under contract with Brentford until 2031. But with growing interest in him, a late window departure cannot be ruled out. So that's what we've got to deal with here. We've got to sort of try and ride this out if we can. Well, I don't know if we can. Because if these sort of big bids are coming in for him, we're going to have to maybe let him go. That could be a real possibility here. I hope we don't, but it's a lot of money. And if it gets really big, if we're talking nearly 100 mil, well, I don't think we're going to be able to keep hold of him. I really don't. I really don't think we will. So anyway, so let's look at these opinions. This is on Reddit, of course. And somebody saying here, a complete bosh, film sure. Mr. Marinakis isn't doubling the transfer record and spending all the Gunter money on a Brentford striker of all players. I always assumed the Gunter money was just an infinity symbol. I fear he's one of those players, managers who only works well at Brentford. Could be wrong though, but 70 million is a huge gamble. Seems weird nobody else has reported. Usually there's a Fab or the light by now, like for Diamonde. We already have a Brazilian who gets into good spots but can't score. Obviously at Forest, yeah. Who's that? Jesus, I believe there. Yeah, you got Jesus. Well, he scored in every pre-season game. We are only one game in. Time will tell. I like Jesus. I think Glasner will get him scoring. He must have been fuming after the loss. Mr. Marinakis loves a good panic end to a window. It's becoming a tradition. Absolutely. Now we await the £117 million bid for Bergvall. He looked ropey today. Yeah. He wasn't amazing. I thought he was good at times and really good touches, good passes, and things. I wouldn't say he's totally ropey, but I just don't think he's always as sharp in front of goal. I just think there's something with him that means he's not a natural in front of goal. There's something there that makes me think he's not a total natural in front of goal. Be up to you, James. Evening, Steve. Well done yesterday. You guys are outstanding. Cheers, brother. Thanks, buddy. And well done to you lot as well. Everton winning 2-0. You've got our Norgard now, and he wasn't played, did he? No, I don't think he came on. Norgard. I think you'll do more with him than Arsenal did, than Arteta and all that. I think you'll play him a lot more than they did, to be honest. But yeah, it was. But obviously, I'm talking about this with Igor Thiago. I don't know if he's going to go or not. Apparently, allegedly, there's been a bid from Forest of 70 mil. They're obviously testing the water. So we don't know. I mean, I think we want more than 70 mil for him anyway. If we are tempted to let him go, it's got to be more than 70 mil, I would say. Why bother laughing my arse off? I know what you mean, mate. Massive gamble, not fully convinced, especially for 70 million. But I guess it's a striker. He's way better than Delap. I'd rather 70 million for Thiago than 30 million for Delap. So you want both then? No, I choose Thiago over Delap. Chelsea want 50 million, by the way, for Delap. Well, I don't know why. He's not that good. I would prefer Mateta, probably cheaper and has played under Glasner. Last time Mateta was about to be transferred, AC Milan pulled out because of a dodgy medical. This is going to sound very negative, but why on earth would he want to leave Brentford? They looked superb yesterday, albeit against Spurs. That Leeds performance matched that other side that finished 16th last year. Don't know whether this is true or not, but it should be. I heard it's 130 mil. Well, I think we probably would let him go for that. 130. I mean, we probably would somehow. That's a hell of a lot of money. Norgard had a knock. That's why he wasn't in the team. Oh, right, okay. I still feel though you will play more than Arsenal did. They didn't do well with him. I thought they, didn't use him much there. I thought they were out of order, to be honest. But still a great player, I think. Still a class player, Norgard. So let's look at another article to do with Thiago. Let's go to X. Yeah, let's go to this one. Nottingham Forest have submitted a £70 million bid for Igor Thiago. The Brazilian striker is under contract with Brentford until 2031. But with growing interest in him, a late window departure cannot be ruled out. Yes, somebody here saying, why would you leave Brentford for Forest? Exactly. We're better than Forest at the moment. Fucking way better, you would say. I would say that at the moment as well. But it can happen, and it's money. It's big money. And when money's involved, you never know. So I think it's got to be more than 70 mil though for us to really let him go. It's got to be 100 mil or something, surely. I think sack the new manager. He's been there far too long. One game, yeah. 70 mil for a player who only played one World Cup game. The game's gone, yeah. Where's the 70 million coming from? People asking why he joined Forest over Brentford are clearly not knowing that Forest have a history like Man U or Liverpool. I mean, Forest have won the top league in the past. Questioning why he joined Forest because they don't know their history and are richer. Yes, but that is in the past, a very long time ago, that Forest have won all that. So you really are going back there, my friend. You really dig in there, clawing at that. And to be honest, it's a long, long time ago that you won all that stuff. So to me, I'd rather be at Brentford than you lot now. Sorry. Why on earth would you leave Brentford for Forest steak burgers? Why the hell would he leave Brentford for Forest? Surprised he hasn't already moved this summer. While Forest fans say no to him, Igor was the second highest goal scorer last season, only five behind Erling. If they want 70 million, fucking pay 70 million. We have all been crying out for a prolific scorer. And when we are linked, you all say no. For fuck's sake, dumb. A lot of you say no to him. Listen, don't underestimate Mr. Marinakis. Why on earth would he want to play in the Championship? Thiago's a B. And the spout the £100 million wrong. One good season, avoid at all costs. He was turgid at the World Cup. Bit harsh. Yeah, he weren't great at the World Cup, but still a bit harsh. Come and take Mateta for half that, please. Amari or Bakwa going the other way. Last out loud, didn't they try this with WI or something or someone else? Vissa. Yeah, sorry, Vissa. Or someone else trying to unsettle players. Scummy club owned by an absolute clown. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I've spoken to all parties involved. I can confirm talks are in progress. Eagle says Forest are an iconic team that would be an honour to play for. Forest are equally excited to match up the two Brazilian Eagles for a deadly strike force. Yeah. 70 mil, that's madness. They should go get Brobby for 50 to 60 million. Okafor, Nemecha, Osula are better and cheaper options. Thiago's a fortunate mid. If I were Brentford, I would sell and reinvest. Lots of players who could do the same or better. I would go for the likes of Balogun. Tony, no, we're not going back for Tony. Balogun, I like as a player. I think he's really good. Was good in the World Cup. Moise Keane, no way. Not Moise Keane. I think James would remember Moise Keane. Was at Everton. If you're still there, James. You remember Moise Keane. He was a bit of a failure, I think, wasn't he? But yeah, I wouldn't get him. No way. I swear ain't nobody submitted nothing. You think we don't know the tactics? Forest bidding 70 million for a player tells you the game is fucked down south. They didn't have a pot to piss in a few years ago. They have no fucking chance getting him. But at Everton, we can only wish we had him. He's going soon enough to Barca, probs. Well, again, if you're there, James, what do you think about that? About Everton? Wish you could get him. Is this real or part of the game to get Delat? Premier League is crazy. A non-top six side can just bid 70 mil for a player. You won't see this in La Liga. Serie A is even worse. This is some madness. Yeah, he's really going to leave London for the shithole that is Nottingham to play for a worse team. Arsenal, Spurs, Villas, United are mental if they don't try to hijack this deal. Why would Thiago leave Brentford for a side likely to be in a relegation scrap? Exactly. Totally agree. They might as well submit a bid for Harden. Eagle Thiago and Eagle Jesus up top would be phenomenal. Could help boost NF into top 4 or 5. I was only thinking last night it'd be great, even though he missed the penalty. It was incredible last year. Newcastle should be all over him and Vissa together. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. I Vissa got fucking man of the match today, which was unbelievable, but I was amazed. We were the wrong club for Keane. He's better off staying abroad, yeah. Exactly. Brentford are a better side than Forest. Sideways step at best. Probably get more in wages though. Second highest scorer in the Premier League in a team that finished 9th. If he did that for Spurs or Chelsea, the armchair experts would be saying he's worth more than Morgan Rogers. No chance at all. This strikes me of total panic due to lack of transfers so far this summer. So let's put out a bid we know won't ever happen. Premier League clubs have officially lost it for real. Backwards move unless he's getting massive wages. I don't see the incentive. Eagle Jesus and Eagle Thiago will be a fucking mad partnership. 2 big lanky lumps up top. Paying 70 mil when they can easily pay 50 mil for Delat. Me and Ancelotti still the only 2 people that think Thiago is absolutely shite. Why the fuck would he move to Forest? That is a downward step from a progressive, well-managed club to a basket case. Totally agree. I'd take that if I was Brentford, maybe push for 80. He's good, but he's not a well beater. Shut down the league, man. What the heck? Never a chance in fucking hell we're going to pay that for a one-season wonder. Good player, in my opinion. Not sure why they hate. Proven Premier League goal scorer. Never seen so much fake news in all my life. Report actual rumours rather than creating news for clicks. Look, I would love this, but ain't no freaking way Brentford letting him go. Well, that's Forest hoping they're on a 3 p.m. kickoff every week. Why would any player go to Forest when their owner is like that? Exactly. Yeah. The Premier League is off its rocker. Figures are now bandied around like it's monopoly money. 70 million, what? The game is gone. The game is gone, proper. Any striker that scores a couple of goals has phone numbers attached to his value these days. If big man wants him, then big man gets him. What in the Barclays is happening here? Why should they come and get Martinelli instead of Thiago? Why would he downgrade? Brentford are in a much better spot than Forest are. Exactly. You totally agree there, 100%. Geez, hope this ain't true. Better off going to Palace and buying Mateta. As a supporter of neither team, surely that would be a step backwards. Yeah, I'm not reading any more there. I think that's enough, guys. Even if that is true, I don't think we'd let him go for that. I think we want more. It's got to be at least 100 mil or more to let the guy go. Sorry. I just don't think that's going to happen. Yes, he missed that penalty today. That was a shame, disappointing. I mean, yesterday. Today. It was yesterday. But, yeah. I still think he's a great striker, though. If you get 25 goals, well, if he can do something like that this season or more, we pretty much got Europe or winning the cup even, you know. Maybe a Carabao Cup or something, you know. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce. This was an amazing performance, an amazing win. Fantastic start to the season for the Bees. I hope we can keep this going. We've got away game. We're an away game against Leeds now, of course. It's going to be tricky, but we've also got Birmingham in the Carabao Cup. So I hope we can carry on and get through that as well, get progress in that as well. So, amazing start. Let's hope we can carry on. Start as we mean to, you know, means to continue and keep going, and let's go really well. Let's get a good start, get some probably 6, 7, 8 points or something out of the first 2 or 3, 4 games, whatever. You know, if we can get something away at Leeds somehow, maybe a point even, I'll be happy with that. Sunderland as well, get 3 points at home. I mean, that'd be great. So like 7 points to start with would be incredible. But we'll see, guys. We'll see. It's one game. I'm not getting gassed. I'm not getting, you know, out off, you know, getting totally really thinking we're going to win loads of stuff. We're going to be amazing. We're really going to, I think we can get Europe this season, but, you know, I think we can, maybe 7th, 8th, whatever, something like that, really. And get fairly close in the Carabao Cup, maybe a quarters or semis again, maybe, or something, even get to the final. Would be incredible. But, you know, I'm not getting totally gassed about this, and I'm keeping my feet firmly on the ground here. I'm staying grounded, and I just hope we can actually continue though, and this is an amazing start. Let's keep it going, lads, So anyway, guys, until the next one, also, though, can you follow me? If you can follow me on Insta, would be amazing. Follow me there at Mr. B for Life 182. Also on Discord, Steve the B. And subscribe to this channel. And of course, Mr. B, Hive Football Chat. Smash those likes, share, sub, everything, guys, would be amazing. Much appreciated. I mean, because I'm still on 245. And get me to 250, that'd be amazing, and beyond. If he likes Villa, Newcastle, Man United, and even Tottenham drop badly, some of our teams have a good chance. If the likes of Villa, Newcastle, Man United, and even Tottenham, that's true. Well, they've all struggled. Villa lost 4-0, of course, had a player sent off. Newcastle drew 2-2. Man United lost, of course, 2-0 to Hull, and Spurs lost to us. So, really, Newcastle out of that, they got a point. They probably were unlucky. They could have got 3 points. And I thought they'd be dodgy this season, Newcastle. I thought they'd be really struggling. But they still will be, Newcastle. I don't know. But they looked fairly good today, but it's Liverpool, and they've only just got Iriola in and only just got a few new players in and whatever else. So it's going to take a little time there for them to do something. But anyway, I'm going to bounce, guys. And tomorrow, I think maybe a transfer stream possibly or something out. I will be doing a cricket one as well later tomorrow, about 7 p.m. There probably will be, if there is any more transfer news, that'll be tomorrow as well. I know also the preview, of course, for the Birmingham City Bees game in the Carabao Cup. That's tomorrow as well. That may be quite early tomorrow. Possibly, maybe in the morning. It might be around 10 o'clock in the morning, possibly. I'll see what happens. If not, it'll be later on. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. It's been an incredible start for the Bees. Let's keep this going. But come on, let's keep stinging, guys. Come on, lads. Thanks, everyone, once again. People in the live chat, people watching live or on playback. For the time being, I'm out of here, guys. Cheers, everyone. Thanks, guys. Bye. Bye.